Hello everyone. Now it's time to dive into the why these backgrounds are, key for this project, for my project, for AI tools and other things. Because I'm gonna be tapping into slightly all of these, areas. Why law is important. Why data science is important, why machine learning engineering is important, why industrial engineering is important, why sports mind-body connection is so important, why your brain is your most, beloved organs that you should be taking care of that, why your heart is that important, why your eyes, why your ankles, why your liver, everything is like, in your organs, in your body is so important, but nobody knows about that because it's what we are thinking that having a car, having a good girlfriend is a good thing. But when it comes to comparing all of this, your body is your first fortress that you should be defending it. Other than that, you're not going to be a good person, because if you've got bad organ, if you've got a bad body, let's say structure, just think about that. So people are asking themselves, how old are you? No, your age is like depending on your the oldest organ. So what's your oldest organ? You don't know it because you're going checkups and nobody is telling you that your oldest organ is your liver, your oldest organ is your ear, your oldest organ is your eyes, oldest organ is like throat, your oldest organ is your feet. But if you knew it, you would be, acting it. You would be, solving that problem, because, your oldest organ is your age, because it's like, causing that bottleneck, causing that some sort of, narrowing type of, pressure, and in that position you're not acting, you're not, behaving well. So it's like, that constraint is limiting your behavior, is limiting your thinking. So that's why you gotta know that. So for example, my data analysis, my data, let's say tables, what are telling me, what I'm trying to have them, what I'm get out of them, I'm just trying to see the whole, what this data is telling me. Okay, for example, what I'm doing with that, with that low, background, with that industrial engineering background, it's like, mapping, it's like connecting in a position where it's like putting me in a unique position, because I can see that, okay, law is teaching me that everything should be, very, very long-lasting actions, behaviors, because other than that, there is no, point of, making laws, okay? If you're just making some law for like, let's say, between men and women, and in order to protect their marriage, but it's not long-lasting, let's say, warning, long-lasting, let's say, that warning to that marriage. So that's why it's gonna be, losing its effect after 2 years with this changing of modern era, with this change of modern society. So what you're gonna do? So law is like teaching me that whatever you're doing, it has to be long-lasting effects. Okay, first, industrial engineering is telling me is that, okay, you have to be systematically organizing that structure, and that structure is your key. Wherever you go, you can present that structure, and you can, show that structure to anyone who wants to understand that problem. And while showing that structure, it's like putting you in a place where you are, easily translating, transforming, doing that transaction for the audience, and you're not, consuming so much energy, just, trying to, tell the audience that much, or that much, that's, let's say, sort of big amount of works. And that's why it's not a good thing. It's a really, really one of the, worst thing that you can do before, acting strategically, because everybody is like, missing the point. What is key? Key is the, doing a good strategy or having a good plan before acting. Yeah, everybody is telling that, just like act it first, you're going to be doing later. Yeah, in sports, in some physical movements, it's easy. Yeah, you can do it. You can learn. But even though in that point, believe me, if you learn how to swim wrongly, it's going to be taking years to fix that sort of, behavior style for you to, going back to the normal, going back to the that sliding, that having sort of, good style. So that's why strategic thinking is so good, so important. So data points is like telling me that, okay, see that data is the organic one. If it's the inorganic one, don't use it. Because if I am, interacting with human mind and human psyche, and the data I'm collecting is not inorganic, is not organic. It's like, let's say artificially, produced. And nowadays, artificial intelligence is very good at it. Let's say producing that sort of, artificial data. And these resembling methods. And in artificial era, in machine learning, it's a key, it's a concept. You can, resample the data, because not every time you will have that sort of chance to, collect data in a short time of period. Maybe you'll represent in some sort of, presentation to your audience, to your company, to whatever it is that business is needing. Okay, I understand that, but believe me or not, organic data is the key. So you see, I'm a lawyer, I'm an industrial engineer, I'm a coder. Okay, so I can see that. This is why this project is so meaningful with me. And also, you can, take advice from me. You can, have a consultation from me to understand what kind of AI tools, what kind of psyche movements you can do. But first, I have to analyze where you are, now where you're heading. Maybe you were at a good place, but you're heading backwards. It's not a good thing. But nowadays, you're just a bad position. Maybe you are just, heading a forward, very good, direction, very good, let's say angle you have it. We don't know it. So that's why, just think about it. Psychologists are giving me that, okay, understanding this is the one of the hardest area that you can imagine, because when it comes to talking the human mind, psychology, man, there are 8 billion people living in this world, and nobody knows that they've got, too many voices in their head. And those voices are not, answered, are not, it's like a call phone, okay? Their phone is calling and they're not picking up, okay? Yeah, there are people who are, knowing that, understanding that these, getting out of your chest and, doing that stress relief for every time you talk a lot. But while you're talking a lot, you're also causing more stress to others. And there are people who are shy or introverts. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to, let's say, represent their feelings like extroverts or like other persons. So you're just, causing them harm. That's not a good thing. So that's why there are ways I'm going to be teaching you from every aspect that I'm bringing with my background, with my expertise. So that's why I'm telling you, these are just like introductory videos. There are tons of things that I can be tapping, that I can be giving you information. But nowadays people are, so much, distracted with that modern society, that, scrolling down, society scrolling down, policies, they're losing their attention easily. That's why I'm just, keeping short. Stay tuned.